Hi everyone and welcome to Valley Crafty Corner. This is where I left off with my week 10. I did a different type of scrapbook process for my project life on this week. I'm going to revert back to my old way just for these next couple of weeks just because I hadn't posted my week 10 spread for the week. So I'm going to do week 11 and week 12. And then you guys can let me know whether you like the week 10 type of video or whether you like the weeks that I've done before where I just do them and then I show you what kind of products I've used. Not that week 10 would be like that because you would get the general idea of how I have my pictures and how I do the layout. So I would get into probably a little bit more detail as to maybe showing you how I would do this particular piece or how I would do this particular piece. But anyway, just let me know which way you like a little better. Okay, so this is week 11, and I do have two 8.5 by letter size papers, and this is my son's report card, which was 3 pages, and then I got my 2 peas in a bucket haul, so that is going in the middle, so I'll just get rid of that for right now. So this is how the layout looks for these 2 pages. I just have the week 12 underneath here, so I'm just going to move this over for right now. So let's get into the first one. This one here is an O-Snap card. I used some old thickers and they didn't want to stay down, so I just sewed across them and just used a little bit of that washi tape that came in the Studio Calico kit for March. This is an old journaling card from Close to My Heart, and I thought it went pretty well. So I used it up, and everything was on an angle, like the writing was on an angle, so I just kept with the flow of that. I used some more of that washi tape. This is the Dear Lizzie, the other roll that has Remember This Today, Together I think is the other one. So I just stamped the date in here, and I was sick this day, so all I did is I was scrolling around on Pinterest on my phone, so I just snapped a picture of that and just wrote I was really sick today and what the symptoms were. And then this is this week here, this part here. This was Tuesday, and my son was at home sick with the same thing, so he stayed at home, and I just, he stayed at home with the same thing as what I journaled in here. And added some more washi tape up here, and then added a little tab with the date on here. And then on the 13th, I got this little email from Studio Calico saying I won a $5 gift certificate for being in their Happy Mail card class. So I put this little tab in here that says "So Very Happy," and then another little tab with the date with some washi tape behind it. And then these pictures all go together with this card, and it says Wednesday, Thursday. And what I did is I took this is the stamp set that we got this month, and I actually just cut each of these days apart because this was all together, and I find I could use it a little better if they were cut apart, so that's what I did. So I stamped the Wednesday, Thursday from that stamp set there, and I had a little geotag because it has one city and 2 days. I used this arrow for this little arrow right here, and then for the 1 and 2, I actually had this sitting on my desk, and it's an old Close to My Heart stamp set, and it's called this Vintage Type. So I used these little numbers here. They look like little typewriter keys. So I used those. And I also used the Amy Tangerine Cityscape stamp set to signify that we were in the city. And I just wrote what happened these 2 days because here's March 13th and March 14th. I actually stamped accidentally the 14th here, so I just wrote over top of it the 13th. And I used a little distress marker to just kind of underline around these dates so that they would look separate from each other. And so I just wrote about what happened each day. This is at a restaurant. It's got the last meal because this is probably the last kind of hard food meal that she could have till after she could get used to eating with her braces. So we called it the last meal. So that's her eating her supper. And then this is on the 14th, and it's just got Y, question mark, and then the date. Because every time I have to go to this city for either a doctor's appointment or orthodontic appointment or for work or something like that I have to go, it's always crappy out. So I'm even putting here, I'm not sure what I did to piss Mother Nature off, but I sure would like to know, because my daughter snapped this picture when we were on our way back from the city, and it was really crappy out that day. So, and then I also put, remember this, and this is before she got her braces on, and this is after. And this was actually from a little printable journal card, and I just cut the two little pieces off of there and glued them on, and then I added this little flare that says super, because she was so excited to get her braces. She's been waiting a long time, and her teeth are really bad, so she's been waiting a long time to get them done. So this is the other part of the page. And my son got on board again with Project Life, and he snapped this picture. So I made him write about it, because to me, I don't understand what signifies this for him. So I put Troy's journal, like this was actually on this card, so I had some washi tape and some of these little things, and I actually stitched them on there just to add a little bit of something on there. And then I made him write about what that was to him. And then I put Troy Fritzler on the bottom, and I snapped the date. And then these little pieces right here, this has got Milo's favorite look. And this picture, my husband was eating something, so I was over my husband's shoulder snapping a picture of my dog kind of begging for food from my husband, because that's what he always looks like when my husband is eating, because he gets treats from my husband, which is not good. But anyway. So I just took some of those O-Snap stickers, and this card had the fave just wrote in it. So I just left it like that, and I just put Milo's fave look. And this is Milo's typical look when he's begging for food from Wade. And then I snapped the date. And this little card here, quote of the week. This is again from those little cards that I got extra from Studio Calico. And I'm not sure if anybody's kids do this or not, but they always do that. That's what she said, that's what he said all the time, and it gets a little annoying after a while. So my kids were going back and forth on the way out from Walmart going, that's what she said, back and forth. And it's getting a little annoying. So I just said to my kids, I said, shut up and get in the damn truck. That's what she said. Well, there's a whole bunch of people around me, and they were laughing because that's about what I had said. But I guess, had a mom moment and just kind of lost it on them. So anyway, that's what that little quote is about. And I just wrote on the bottom the date and the time that it happened. And then this page here has heavy snowfall warning for tonight, and I put the date, and I snapped this on I think that new PicFX app that I got. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So add that. And then these are some cinnamon buns, and these I've been making Texas rolls, and I had got the recipe off of Pinterest. Well, I took that recipe and I made cinnamon buns out of them, and they're not like your typical cinnamon roll bun. They're kind of more like a bun type, and not as sweet and not as heavy as a cinnamon bun. So I quite like them. My husband really loves cinnamon, so he says he really likes these. So anyway, I just put cinnamon bun, and then this is from a Studio Calico stamp set, this knife, spoon, and fork. And just wrote about what I had done for them. And that's using an O-Snap card. So that's what that looks like. And then this is week 12. So I put this little card here is from Echo Park. And some of these other ones are here. Like this one here is from Echo Park. This piece here is from Echo Park. And I think that's it. But they're from one of their Photo Freedom packs. So anyway, I used that, and it already had this amazing piece on here. And then I added this washi tape, and I added the week 12 using these stickers that we got in the kit. And then I added a few of these little enamel dots, and then I added the date using some thickers. And it was my husband's birthday, so that's his birthday cake. And actually what I had done is, I am not a cake decorator. I suck at making icing. I suck at baking. I'm not really good at doing decorating things. So what I did is I actually used my Silhouette Cameo, and I had typed this out using a stencil font. And then I had laid it over top of the icing, and I actually took a little empty spray bottle that I got from the dollar store, and I mean, this is not the one I use, but it was similar to looks like this. It's just the ones that you get from the dollar store, like you could take for travel size stuff. And I just washed it out really good, and then I added some water, some food coloring, and a little bit of sugar. And the only reason why I added sugar is I wanted something for the food coloring to kind of stick to, so it wouldn't just kind of run off of the cake. And then I just misted it, so it looked kind of cool. And all I had for food coloring was brown, red, or purple, and I figured red, so I worked with what I had. So then this is my husband here on that Monday, and I just wanted to put it underneath the cake, so it's kind of a little backwards. But anyway, I put today, Monday, using that same stamp set, and I have it backed on, and actually this is one of those Love Valentine cards. But I didn't really want to use that, so I just have some pattern paper underneath it and added an enamel dot. And then I added this little card here for just like a title card. And then this is another card that we got from Studio Calico in this month's kit, and it has like this little speech bubble kind of thing, and it says "Makes me happy." And so I added some washi tape up the top, enamel dot, the date, and I inked the date up in Tide Pool. I was trying to use like different colors of ink instead of black all the time. And it has in here "Makes me happy, trying a new scrapbook style." And this is about my husband's birthday. Sorry, I went a little backwards here. But it's got "Happy Birthday." And this is actually on, I have to think which one it's on. I think it's on this. Yeah, it's on this roller date stamp. And I think this one is, I think it's a Dear Lizzie one, but I'm not 100% sure. But it does have "Happy Birthday" on there. See if you can see it. Right at the bottom. So I did use that. And I put the date. And then it's got "Hello, 24 again." So he says. So anyway, I wrote about his birthday and what he got for his birthday from me. And this card is again from that Echo Park Photo Freedom. And it has "Oh Snap" here, and I added some paper just behind just to kind of frame the photo, and this is from Echo Park as well. And I used a tab from that we got in a kit a while ago. It says "Right Now." Added the picture in this little speech bubble from the printables, and then it says "Zumba Day 20, March 20th, and then it's got Wednesday underneath there. And then this is using, where is it? This camera stamp set that I got from Maya Road in my last haul. I use that little smile one right down there. And then I just used this Echo Park piece just as a title card. So that's what that one looks like. And then I kept his birthday cards, and I just put them in a little sleeve. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably cut them up here and stick them in so I don't have this big of a flap. They'll be okay with these two little holes here. So then I'll put these two together so you can kind of see what that looks like. So it looks like that. And then we'll move over here. And then this is the first day of spring, and this is Alberta weather for you. It can change so drastically in a matter of hours. So on the 21st of March, we got this huge snowstorm there was freezing rain, and then there was snow on top of it. And we didn't get it as bad as Edmonton did, but Edmonton was retarded. I am so glad we didn't have to go to the city this day, which typically we would. Anyway, I took this little snapshot, and this is from one of the news websites, so I just printed it out. And I used, again, this Newsflash stamp set, and this is from February stamp kit, or stamp for the month from Studio Calico, and it's this one here. So I used that, and I used an OSNAP card, and I added some clouds on top of it. I'm not sure if you can see that. But anyway, there's little clouds back here, and then I used that city stamp set, and this is from the Amy Tangerine, the stamp set for her Yes Please line. And then I added the date up here on this little camera piece, and then added the geotag. And there was about 100 vehicles involved in this accident. I should maybe explain this a little bit more. There's about 100 vehicles in this accident, and only one serious injury out of all of that. So thankfully, it could have been a lot worse. So thankfully, it wasn't that bad. You know, you always wonder when you see accident scenes like this, who got killed or seriously hurt, but thankfully everybody turned out to be pretty okay, so thank goodness. So then on Friday, this is Friday, I went and watched a movie with my daughter in town here, and I used this doily card, and it's got this love this, and I put the arrow through it and put watching, and that's from the January stamp set, and this little arrow is from the March stamp set, and I just added the date, and I took a picture, and it's the like Oz, Great and Powerful. We watched it, and it was okay. There's a couple things that I didn't like in it, but anyway, that's my own opinion. And then I added this together, which I realized is the wrong way. I probably should have turned it around the other way, but that's okay. And then I added these little arrows and just a little story about, you know, we went and watched it, my thoughts on the movie. And then stamped the date in here, Saturday. And this is my husband. He does side jobs, like renovations and stuff like that, just as a little bit of extra money to help us out. And he's doing this particular job, so I went to go help him on Saturday. So I just wrote about that. And then this is again one of those Echo Park cards from the Photo Freedom. And I used this kind of chevron looking stamp set for here. And I put this OSNAP and then the date, and then I just journaled about that. And it's these pictures here, and it's got Smoothie and Pop. So I got a new blender because mine smelled like it was going to explode. Smelled like burning wires, and it was just starting to make funny noises. I'm pretty sure it was going to explode at some point. And then I also got, as a splurge item, this SodaStream machine, and it makes your own fountain pop, and it's actually pretty cool. I would say it's probably one of the best splurge items I've bought in a long time. Not that we drink a lot of pop, but pop is really expensive, and we always have to pay like the deposit fees and everything else, and it gets really expensive after a while. So it comes with a 1 liter bottle, and a little a bottle of the cola syrup is, say, $7. We got it on sale, so it was $7, and it does, I think it does 12 1 liter bottles. So if you figure it out, it's a lot cheaper than buying pop. And you can take those little CO2 canisters, and you can get them refilled at Canadian Tire. So my husband, he's like, it's a pretty good deal. So I think that's what we're going to do. So I put this little flare badge, and it's got Win up here. And I'm pretty impressed with this machine so far. But anyway, we had a whole bunch of Canadian Tire money, and I'm not sure how many people are familiar with Canadian Tire, but when you go in and you buy something with either your debit machine or cash, you get Canadian Tire money back. And I've been saving it and saving it and saving it, and probably for quite a few years. And I had, about $60, and I still have more left, but I had about $60 I just grabbed. So we took that, and that's how we got this machine for pretty reasonable, is because we traded in a whole bunch of Canadian Tire money. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought this because it's too expensive. But, so with that being said, we could afford it because it was, basically we got it for 50% off of the sale price. So it was quite a bit cheaper. But I'm pretty impressed. We've saved a lot of money so far. I'm just trying to convince my husband that he needs to stop buying Coke and start drinking this stuff. And it is quite a bit less sugar in it, which I think is really quite a bit better for him. He drinks a lot of Coke. So I'm kind of convinced him to go over to that. So anyway, that is my little spiel for my project life for the last few weeks. So let me know what you think, and thanks for watching, and have a great weekend. Bye.